2004 on a 54 Mercedes SLK350. So this is second gen SLK. Normally you find the 180s or the 200 compressors, which are the 4-cylinder 2-litre engines. This one, the 350, is a 3.5-litre V6 engine. Same engine you find in its big brother, the SL. Really lovely engine, very smooth, loads of power. We'll start by having a good look at the bodywork, then we'll move on to the interior. We'll do a cold engine startup, and we'll check the hood out as well. Starting on this driver's front wing, if we look down this side of the car, you can see it's nice and straight all the way down there. Front wing itself, it's a little bit, that's a bit of dirt, ignore that. There's no marks on that front wing that we can see there, all nice and tidy. A little bit of road dirt there where we've missed when we've tried to clean it. All nice and tidy around the arch itself. Normally you get a bit of corrosion bubbling up here and there, but as you can see, this one's all good. So on the original spec, 5-spoke 17-inch alloy wheels, which are in lovely condition. Continuing down this side, there's no marks to note along that sill. That's all nice and tidy. All good along the actual door itself. It's a little bit of lacquer peel just there next to the mirror, probably caused by a stone chip or something like that. Then it's peeled away on a pressure wash. All nice and tidy coming up the A-pillar and along the leading edge of the windscreen. Roof itself, that's all good. There's no ripples or dents. There's no stone chips in the lip or anything like that. And all good along the actual pillars itself. The glass is all nice and clean. Obviously it's a folding metal hard top, which we'll show you how that works in a second. It's a little bit of bubbling. There's a bit of mud there, ignore that. We've done a really bad job of cleaning this car. A little bubble of rust just starting there in the usual spot, but the arch itself is good all the way around. Another good wheel. And then round on the back, both tail lights are nice and bright and clean. The bumper is all good, there's no scuffs on either corner. Being the 350, it gets the twin tailpipes, which are both sitting nice and level. There's no marks where things have been dragged in and out of the boot. And then up onto the boot lid, if we're being really picky, there's a slight haze in the lacquer there where there's been a bird poo that wants just polished off, but other than that, very, very clean and tidy. Coming round on the passenger side again, if we look down that side, nice and straight, you can see that body line going all the way down. It's crisp all the way down the side of the car. This arch, that's all nice and tidy all the way down there. There's no bubbling on that one. Another good wheel. If we're being picky, you might want to refurb. There's a little bit of paint peel on the bottom around the valve. All good coming down this side. The sill's nice and tidy. No marks to note on the door. Colour match is good around the car as well. It's not a patchwork quilt of silvers. It's got a stone chip which has caused a bit of lacquer in exactly the same spot as the other side. Nice and clean up the pillar there and on the roof. There's no delamination from the bottom of the screen on either side. And then onto the front wing. Again, all nice and tidy there. No sign of any corrosion coming through, and another good wheel. Coming around on the front, both headlights are clear. Normally they need a polish, but these ones are nice. If we're being really picky, there's maybe a little bit of hazy scratching on the top that would want polished off, just where all the wind and dirt hits it when it's going down the road. Front bumper itself, lower down, that's nice and tidy. There is a small scuff just along the very leading edge of the actual bumper itself. And then up onto the roof, bonnet, sorry, we've got a couple of stone chips, but nothing too major. Generally pretty presentable for its age. Moving on to the interior, nice and clean on the door card. Normally these buttons wear out, but these ones are all nice and tidy. The armrest is good. The driver's seat, bit of wear down the bottom there, a little split in the seam there that wants stitched back up, but generally all right. Electric memory seats in the front, auto headlights. It's got the wood packs, so it's a half wood steering wheel, wood on the trim, wood on the centre, on the gear stick, sorry, on the handbrake. And spec-wise, we've got dual zone aircon, the largest stereo. It has heated seats and the air scarf. And the air scarf is this thing here, which if you've never seen before, is worth its weight in gold. It pumps hot air down the back of your neck when you're driving along, which is fabulous, I can tell you that. Into the boot. And again, obviously you've got to have that boot separator there down in order to release the hard top. We'll move that out of the way so you can have a good look in there. Could do with a quick hoover, but other than that, nice and tidy in there. But you've got to make sure it's in place, otherwise if you ever go to put the roof down and it won't go down, 9 times out of 10 it'll be that that's not in place, so it doesn't know where to put the roof. Passenger door, nice and neat on the door. Door shuts all nice and tidy. Tiny little bit of wear on this seat, but generally very good. They do wear quite well, these things, but the bolsters are deep, so you're going to catch them getting in and out. Nice and clean on this side of the dash, bit more wood there. Dark carpet set, all good as well. There's no ingrained dirt or staining. Quite often you can get a bit of sun bleaching in these things, but this one is all good. And then under the bonnet, in what appears to be the slowest rams in the world, but they are strong enough to hold it up, so that's good. 3.5 litre V6, same engine that's in the SL. Fire it up. And then if we go around the front, lovely and smooth. Make badge has been unclipped from there, so we'll clip that back on. Yeah. Taking over nice and smooth. It was driven here, I've driven it down the block just to check the gearbox and things like that. All seems good there. Roof's dead easy. Engine running, hit the button, it'll unlock the back and lift that up, which is actually the boot opening in reverse. Then it'll unlatch from the front, lift the lid and stick the roof down. Nice and quick, one button, don't need to mess about with it. And it'll give you a beep to tell you that it's opened. And if we look along the top here, again, normally this can get quite sun faded and ugly, but this one's all good. So there you have it, 2004 on a 54 SLK350 V6. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.